this, and I know there's a lot of listeners who are sick to death of hearing me talk about love. They are so sick and dead because people say to me, oh, I'm man enough to say I love you too. They're so sick of hearing love, and I hear it all the time. Glenn, this love stuff is fine and whatever, but it's not the answer. I'm telling you, it is the only answer. And so, that's why we need to speak the language of love at all times, because you're going to become a difficult person. And unless your first message, read the Gospels, read Paul every time, I love you. I am so glad, I'm so happy to be here around you. Look at the wonderful things you've done. Now let me tell you how much you suck. But it was genuine. It was genuine. He was not just trying to change or convert. He was trying to love people. If we can as a church, and boy, I know this makes so many people angry.
Make us uncomfortable.
Can we please understand that baptism should not be our goal? Love is our goal. If we function in a hateful world with love and harmony and peace and goodness and decency, people will run to the water of baptism. Please, we must love each other. Our message has to be as big as our heart. So here's what I'm asking you to do. It's really, really easy today. Because any of us can do this, because none of us are going to go to jail. Nobody will be persecuted or prosecuted yet. But think what it means to be a Christian in Mosul, in hiding. You have a choice. You have no friends. You're alone. And if they find you, you'll be crucified. If they find you, you'll be tortured in the main square. You might be bent over something and beheaded. You might be thrown off of a roof. Just for the simple action of saying, you're a Christian. Or I don't agree with you. Or I'm a homosexual. You're tortured and killed. Think about what that means. That's the fate of the martyrs. And I'm not asking anybody to be a martyr. I am not a really courageous guy. I don't like to... I want to grow old and that old grumpy guy that's like, get off my lawn. I want to be that guy someday. All I'm asking you is to speak for the martyrs, because you can and they cannot. So we must become their voices. And if we can do that, we'll change everything. But if you can't do it now, you're never going to be able to do it, because this is only going to get harder. This is the moment for us to practice courage. That's why I had to march the streets today. When they said to me, don't put all the, Glenn, you don't need all the marshals off to the side, I said, yes we do, we need practice. Because there's going to come a time when we're going to march in Ferguson. There's going to come a time when we march in Baltimore. There's going to come a time when we need to start knowing our hymns so we can sing together on the streets, and we can have discipline that nothing will make us angry. We love the Lord. We love people that are different than us, and we just want everybody to be happy and live in peace. And there is a way to do that. The men and women who desegregated this city, who forced the spring of justice, they practiced courage. Martin Luther King, writing from the jail here in this city in 1963, said that he and his followers prepared for a struggle. They prepared, they practiced courage. He wrote in the letter from Birmingham jail, we decided to undertake the process of self-purification. Step one, self-purification. They began a series of workshops on nonviolence. You'll see those on my programs too. And they repeatedly asked themselves, can you do it, brother? Can you do it? They look themselves in the mirror. Can I do it? Am I brave enough? Can I accept the blows without retaliating? Am I able to really endure jail time for this? I'm not asking you to accept any blows. I'm not asking you to go to jail. I'm asking you to show mercy, to give grace, to give voice to the vulnerable, to work towards justice, to reach across to your neighbor, gather in the lost and the lonely and the frightened. Don't let evil become comfortable in your home and in your community, in your city, in your country, in your world. Work from here, your heart out. Be fearless. Be fearless, most importantly, because I'm telling you, courage is contagious. You see someone of courage, you want to do it. You believe it will change. Be that source of courage. Now, here, I want to be very clear. We have a real goal. The rest, all the other things that we've done, I've just said, hey, let's just be better people. And I have talked to you, and I have brought you things and tried to lead to you. But I told you 5 years ago, pick up your staff. The Lord's been telling me for the last 5 years, really, Glenn, pick up your staff. I have never wanted to be a leader of anything, but we all are in our own way. We all have our own role to play. I'm a watchman on the tower, and I will pick up my staff. We all have to be better people. We have to make sure that our pastors speak up. The Christian communities of the Middle East are waiting for us. But today we begin to actually do something about it. Here's what I want from each